Did you know you can actually get an Australian visa in 2025 without taking any English test like IELTS, PTE, or TOEFL? Yes, it's 100% possible. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it legally, step by step. Whether you're applying for a partner visa, parent visa, or other select visa streams, this video is your detailed guide. Let's get straight into it. Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel where we break down everything you need to know about moving to, living in, and thriving in Australia. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an Australian visa update or life tips for newcomers. Alright, let's deep dive into how to get an Australian visa without taking an English test in 2025. 1. Understanding why English tests are normally required. English language tests are typically required for Australian visas to ensure applicants can communicate effectively in Australia and participate fully in society. These tests, such as IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE, are used to prove your English proficiency for most skilled migration visas, student visas, and some employer-sponsored visas. But not all visa subclasses require them. And even where they are technically required, there are some legal exemptions and workarounds. Let's explore those. 2. Visa types that do not require English tests. Here are some of the main visa types in 2025 where English tests might not be mandatory. A. Partner visas, subclass 820/801 and 309/100. Partner visas do not require an English test up front for most applicants. The main condition is that you are in a genuine and continuing relationship with an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen. While functional English is expected, you can pay an extra visa application charge, VAC, instead of taking the test. Be exempt if you are from certain English-speaking countries. Use other evidence such as studies or work experience in English. B. Parent visas, subclass 103, 804, 143, 864, 173, 884. For contributory and non-contributory parent visas, there is no mandatory English requirement at the application stage. You can simply choose to pay the second installment of the VAC if you don't have functional English. Show that you're aged 50 or above and retired, where English isn't enforced. C. Visitor visas, tourist streams, subclass 600. These visas do not require an English test at all. These are ideal for people visiting family, parents coming temporarily, short-term stays, and holidaymakers. No language requirement makes them easier to obtain. D. Aged dependent relative visa and carer visas in many family-sponsored visas like subclass 838, aged dependent relative, subclass 116 or 836, carer visa. There is no functional English test. The government focuses more on need and eligibility than language skills. 3. What is functional English and how to prove it without a test? If your visa does mention the need for functional English, here's how you can prove it without a test. Country of citizenship. Citizens of the UK, USA, Canada, New Zealand, or Ireland are considered to have functional English automatically. Completed education in English. If you studied in English for at least 5 years in primary/secondary/tertiary school, you may be eligible. Evidence from work experience. If you worked for several years in a country where English is the primary language, some visa officers accept that. Statutory declarations and documents. Some applicants use formal letters from schools, employers, or government bodies to support their claim. 4. Exemptions for age and health conditions. Applicants over 50 years old or with certain medical conditions or disabilities may be exempt from providing English evidence. This is common in parent visas or visas that do not expect applicants to engage in the workforce. 5. Paying the second VAC, visa application charge, instead. Instead of submitting proof of English, some visa subclasses allow you to pay an additional charge to waive the requirement. This is typically for partner visas and parent visas. A second VAC of around $4,000 Australian dollars to $5,000. Paid only if you can't prove functional English. This is a legal workaround many applicants choose instead of preparing for IELTS or PTE. 6. Using migration agents to help you navigate this. Sometimes proving English without a test can be complicated. That's where a registered migration agent helps. They can help you compile alternate English evidence. guide you on which visa to apply for based on your goals, draft formal letters, and submit statutory declarations. This can greatly improve your visa approval chances. 7. Key things to watch out for. 2025 changes. In 2025, the Australian government is becoming stricter with some visa streams. Make sure to check updated visa requirements at immi.homeaffairs.gov.au. Use only registered migration agents, MARA certified. Avoid scams and false English waivers online. 8. Real examples of visa holders who got in without an English test. Case 1. Kenya parent got contributory parent visa without English test. They chose to pay the second VAC and submitted old education records and support. Case 2. Indian spouse of an Aussie got partner visa. She used 10 years of English medium schooling and never took IELTS. Case 3. South African carer entered on carer visa. No English requirement was enforced. Medical need was the priority. 9. Tips to strengthen your visa application without an English test. Provide lots of supporting documents, educational records, work history, and letters. Keep your story consistent. Any misalignment can lead to rejection. Attach a personal statement, explaining your background, motivation, and how you function in English even without a test. 10. Final advice and wrap up. Getting an Australian visa without an English test is definitely possible in 2025, but only for the right visa types. Focus on family stream, carer, and partner visas. Use every legal alternative, school records, country of citizenship, or pay the second VAC, and make sure your documentation is watertight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone planning to move to Australia. If you have questions or want to know what documents you can use to skip the English test, drop a comment below, and I'll respond to as many as I can. See you in the next video.